How's it going, everyone? Today I'm going to be playing this Storm deck. The Lightning Legion deck is what I called it, that I just posted a deck guide video about. I'm going to be playing this deck through my scenario Gauntlet for deck testing that I also recently posted about. So this will be kind of half a video seeing the Storm deck in action, if that was something you're interested in adding to your repertoire of decks, as well as demonstrating kind of how I go through this scenario Gauntlet. It's kind of a long video, right? I'm planning to play 4 different scenarios in it today. So you're obviously more than welcome to skip to whichever matchup you're interested in, or if you just want to watch all of it and really see how I play this deck against numerous different situations, then you've got your options there. So I'm going to kind of shuffle and talk here to save some time. But the first step on my Gauntlet is Klaw as an all-around scenario. So Klaw is someone who's got minions, he's got side schemes. I'm playing with the recommended Masters of Evil modular set. But I did go from Standard 1 to Standard 3, so I think it's good in your testing at some point to make sure you see your nemesis, because that's a rather significant indicator of a hero. Some heroes are solid, like Phoenix, but they're taken down a notch because of how bad their nemesis is. So that's something I want to see at some point in the testing Gauntlet. I'll usually do so the other all-around scenario in the test Gauntlet is Magneto. For this video, I'm doing Klaw instead of Magneto because Magneto's probably going to be a long matchup, so try to shave off some time. And often I'll do both as well. Klaw is kind of the first pass, like, does my deck work? Not like insanely hard. But Magneto is someone who, if you can show that your deck beats Magneto, you're working with something that's pretty strong. So we'll start with Klaw, and then we'll go through my 3 sort of pushing the limit on the 3 fundamental aspects of the game: dealing damage, managing your health total, and thwarting. So we'll face Zola with a bunch of minions for damage testing, Red Skull with all his side schemes for thwart testing, and then Juggernaut for health management testing. And with that, we're ready to just get into the game here. So with Klaw, we have the one revealed, get the Immortal Klaw. Side 1A here, we get Defense Network. And then on 1B, we discard cards from the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. And put that into play. A Melter. Another thing I like about Klaw is that it checks high starting pressure. We've got these 2 side schemes, a minion in play. So some heroes, they are very strong ones built out, but Klaw will kind of help you feel how fast they can come out the gate. And it's just an example of what I'm trying to do with this Gauntlet, where it's one of those fundamental things that, if we're not going to test our deck against all 50 scenarios, we want to get a representative sample of the different things that can happen in a scenario. And so starting pressure is definitely one of those things. All right, Storm's Crown is one of the highest priority plays in the whole deck. So I'm inclined to keep that. I've got Blast of Wind, which will help make sure I deal with Melter turn 1. So it works out to pay 2 for Storm's Crown and then pay 3 for Blast of Wind. So that would be efficient from that perspective. The thing with, I don't really need Blast of Wind though, because just flipping to Thunderstorm and attacking Melter is enough to take out Melter. So maybe that's not quite the move. Storm's Cape I usually like to get off of superpower training. It's kind of expensive, especially to play early on, where we do want some more tempo in this start. Gambit's a better later game card. Got to set up our value first, but then Gambit can help eliminate some risk in the encounter deck in those final closing turns. To me, my X-Men obviously is the card that the deck is built around, but again, it's not. Well, I might keep it here actually. Usually there's some setup cards like this and Utopia are a little higher priority to mulligan for, or just double resources to do some more stuff. So I'm gonna mulligan all of these. Maybe we'll find a good cheap blocking ally. Okay. So with this hand, I can go X-Gene into Storm's Crown into To Me My X-Men. So let's resolve our character setup ability. Recall that this is the very last thing you do even after resolving mulligan. So we get to see our hand, we get to see the minion that comes out from Klaw before we pick. And on the one hand, I said I would like to flip 2 Thunderstorm to deal with Melter. But on the other hand, I won't have a blocker for Klaw's attack. So it would be nice to go to Blizzard in preparation for the villain phase. It all just depends on what I get from To Me My X-Men. Actually, assuming I get any ally from To Me My X-Men, with the possible exception of maybe Professor X, I can attack and kill Melter. So I'm still going to do I'm going to start on Thunderstorm and just assume that I hit an ally. I've seen 11 cards already and only saw 1 ally, so very good odds of hitting an ally. Okay. So there we go. We'll start on Thunderstorm. Oops. Let's play X-Gene first. While we're in mutant form. And then flip. Pay 2 for Storm's Crown. Pay 1 for To Me My X-Men. Okay. All right. Actually, possible thing, I should have maybe attacked first, just in case we hit M. M would be able to kill Melter right away, so I should have done that first. And so either Beak or Angel will be able to take out Melter. So the question is basically, who do I want in my hand for next turn? And I think the answer is Beak, for being able to help out with some thwarting. So we'll just get Beak there. And I like to just leave this under here so I remember to pick him back up. Oh, sorry. And then Storm attacks for 3, Beak attacks for 2, being buffed by Thunderstorm. And then I will flip to Blizzard. Let's just think a little more. If I flip to Hurricane, I could start going to work on one of these schemes. Because I'll be attacked for 1. Like, as long as I'm flipping away from Thunderstorm, is that still fine? I'm just gonna go to Blizzard. Okay. And end the turn. So recall that To Me My X-Men, it brings the ally back. Ooh, Flash Freeze. Okay. Recall that it brings the ally back at the end of the phase, so that's after we draw up our hand. So it's like we have a 6-card hand now. All right, step 1, we've got to amplify or acceleration icon. Klaw attacks for 0 plus 2 boosts, so just gonna take it. Discard 1 card at random from your hand is the first boost ability. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would have been my play this turn, probably. Professor X and Beak. second boost card, 2 icons. So we'll take 2 damage. Encounter card is Sonic Boom. Spend 1 of each resources or exhaust each character you control. I definitely think exhausting will be worth less, so let's exhaust. Alright, well, this turned into a very awkward turn, unfortunately. I might just have to go to Clear Skies to get a draw. Can play M with no minion. I was wanting to play Beak plus something else. Yeah, I think I just need to go to Clear Skies to draw because I really need to play Beak to have a blocker. But I have nothing else to play. Well, I can play Lightning Bolt, which is very far down the list of things I would like to play here. So I'm going to flip to Clear Skies, draw a card, and there we go. Triage is absolutely fine. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to stay in hero form this turn. Could maybe keep a Flash Freeze in hand. I'm going to pay 2 for Triage. Heal myself for 2. Pay 2 for Beak. We've got 2 X-Men allies. So let's go. I'm gonna get to the main scheme first. No, actually, let's clear. Yeah, gotta clear this. Just because that amplify represents an extra thwart we'll have to do, or extra threat we'll have to add. So defeat Immortal Klaw. Take him down 10 hit points. And we'll just start working on Defense Network. Okay, end the turn. And I'm going to discard Flash Freeze. I've got 2 nice blockers. Try to find our more important plays like Uncanny X-Men or Utopia. So 1 threat on the main scheme. Claw attacks. Let's have Beak block. Give the villain a tough. And 1 more boost icon. Alright, encounter card, Evil Alliance. Each nemesis activates. If no minions activate, put 3 counters on Pursued by the Past. When that gets to 4, it will bring in our nemesis set. Storm's nemesis, Callisto, has got Quick Strike. So especially if she comes in off a boost ability, attacking and then quick striking is a really big risk for playing Storm. So always nice to keep a high health total. Okay, I'm thinking about playing Pixie and getting Professor X back. I know I'm playing this deck because I don't like, or I wanted to play something without Make the Call, but Pixie is kind of still doing that sort of thing. So how does that look for resources? 2 for Pixie, 3 for Professor X. That's not using these. It's gonna be a little inefficient either way. I'm looking at spending these for torrential rain. If Pixie got back Beak, that would let me do everything, but that's a lot of thwarting. All right, it's a lot of thwarting, which is kind of wasting value. Okay, I'm just going to be a little inefficient on my spending. Do I keep anything in hand? Probably not still. Pay 2 for Pixie. Get Professor X back. And I'll pay 3 for Professor X. Oops, sorry, I need to flip away from Clear Skies first. So let's flip to Thunderstorm. Deal 2 damage. Now pay 3 for Professor X. Confuse. Storm Thwart for 2. Professor Thwart for 3. Save these, and I'll stay in hero form just because we've got Professor X for a block, although it would make Callisto Quick Strike with extra attack. So I'm going to flip down. Kind of wastes Professor X's ability to block, but I think it's really nice overall. Ooh, I don't know if we have any allies left for To Me My X-Men. I've been drawing a lot of them now. All right, 1 threat. Klaw is confused. It's kind of funny how we're actually safe from advance, the whatever it's called, Dark Designs, because if we draw that, we'll actually get our Nemesis instead of advance. Encounter card is Weapons Runner, which surges. Exhaustion surges. Masters of Mayhem. So we search the encounter deck and discard pile for a Masters of Evil minion, put it into play, engage with you. I think Melter is the easiest because it's only 5 health. Go with Melter. Professor gets discarded. And yeah, at this point, no reason to be worried. Feeling pretty good about everything. Pay 2 for Utopia, which will increase our ally limit by 1, allowing me to play both of these allies this turn. Flip to hero form. Pay 1, 2, 3, 4 for Beast. I'll just get a double back. Utopia to ready. Pay 2 for Angel. So Pixie will thwart for 1. Okay, so these all do 3, so no super efficient way to do it. Storm will attack the Weapons Runner. These 2 will attack Melter for 3 each. And then what do I flip to? I'll just flip to Blizzard. It lets me flip to anything I want next turn. If we do get quick striked, it won't be for as much. And we'll end the turn. One threat on the main scheme. Klaw attacks. Let's have triage block. Yeah, even though I've got Blizzard, I think I want to clear up that ally spot anyways. Okay, 2 boosts. Okay, that actually would have been a decently large attack, so even with the -1. Encounter card is Weapons Runner into Armored Guard. Okay, let's go right back to Thunderstorm. Hit the tough off here. I'm gonna might just Weather Goddess to clear skies, look for something else to play. Oh, actually, new recruits. Okay, yeah. The new recruits ally doesn't count against the ally limit. One of the crazy parts of that card. So I think I have enough to do. I pay 3 for that, and then I pay 2 for the ally here. Okay, Storm attacks the Armored Guard. Play new recruits. Pay 3 for Colossus. Ready Storm. We'll have Beast. Thwart it for 2. Who will we get now? I think we don't need anything critically, so the best value overall is always going to be Bling with the tough status or Indra with the extra hit points, just for cumulative value. So I think Indra is going to be the play here. I've got blockers who are ready. Don't need the tough as much, so let's get Indra. And then pay 2 for Indra, who does not count against the ally limit because we have the X-Men trait. And gets the +2 hit points, of course. So we'll have Angel attack the Weapons Runner. Attack Klaw for 3. Indra attacks Klaw for 3. I've got so many blockers who are ready. I'll just have Colossus attack for 4. And end the turn. Okay, 1 card left in the deck. 1 threat. Villain attacks, Pixie blocks. Actually here, so we're about to run through the deck. So anyone who I really want to be in the discard pile, I guess I'll have a chance to activate with them anyways. But I do kind of want to make sure Beast gets in the discard pile. I'll just block with Beast. If nothing else, maybe as a demonstration of how maybe to play this against other scenarios where there's a risk of resetting the deck during the villain phase. Okay, Beast blocks, 2 boost cards. No abilities. Counter card is Armored Guard. All right, we'll just keep rolling. Not really an obstacle there. Play Uncanny X-Men to get some more uses. Then go Clear Skies so I can play Kid Omega. Pay 3 for Uncanny. Okay, so Pixie's got an extra hit point now. She'll thwart for 1. it doesn't, shouldn't really matter anymore. Let's keep this at 0, just to, well, even Dark Designs, like I said, it's not even going to put threat on there. So let's just keep attacking. Yeah, I don't want to, okay. Play kind of safe with just keeping lots of blocks. Okay, let's thwart for 1. Angel attack the tough. Indra attack the guard. Storm attack for 3. Colossus attack for 4. Flip 2. Oh, no. Because Uncanny X-Men makes him cost 1 less. Probably thought I was crazy. Okay. So I can just play Storm's Crown for Kid Omega, which readies me. Attack Klaw, bringing in stage 3, which is tough. 22 hit points. Have Kid Omega attack off the tough. End the turn. Okay, so we deplete the deck. Been yeah, pretty easy game so far. We haven't gotten hit with like Under Fire or our Nemesis, of course. That very first turn of the game, our encounter card was pretty easy. So right, like I say in my scenario Gauntlet introduction video, the truest picture of this matchup would be like to play it 5 times. But the point of the scenario Gauntlet is to find this balance between, we get a handful of games in against a representative set of scenarios for the game. Stuff like this can happen in individual games where you get slightly easier draws, but hopefully over the course of those 3 to 5 games, it balances out with the slightly harder draws, and you can make some judgments about your deck without having to play 50 different games. So 1 threat on the main scheme, Klaw attacks. Let's have Pixie block, 2 boosts. Oh, I never end up switching to anything, but okay, that's okay. Two triples. Good thing Pixie blocked that. And now 2 encounter cards. Oh, yeah, I really should have, okay, it's too late, but I should have just switched to like Blizzard. But I've got blockers even if we do get Callisto. All right, Sonic Boom, suspend 1 of each resource or exhaust each character. I didn't ready Storm yet. Yeah, exhausting each character feels really bad, so let's spend 1 of each resource. My only physical is this double, which is unfortunate. But here's my physical, here's my energy, and here's a mental. Okay, and Whirlwind. So let's count damage if I have enough. Then we've got the win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Play Triage. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I'm really 1 off. And then I'll flip to Hurricane so that Klaw retaliates on me and loses. Oh, I've also, wait, no, does Weather Goddess? Oh, yes, I can Weather Goddess to clear skies and then back. Okay, so we got it here. Weather Goddess, Clear Skies. Now I definitely have it. Storm's ability, flip back to Thunderstorm. Deal 2. I guess they're both 5 damage. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Puts him to 7. Attack for 3. Pay 3 for Blast of Wind. Dealing 3. And triggering the special on Thunderstorm. Well, that is definitely, I mean, this is honestly kind of what Klaw is for. It just kind of shows, gives your deck a chance to show what it can do. Not the most difficult in the world, but still interesting in a couple ways. Unfortunately, we didn't see our Nemesis. And I'll tell you guys now, this is actually my second game that I recorded against Klaw. I made such an embarrassing rules mistake like turn 1. So, if I'm watching a video and there's like a disqualifying mistake turn 1, I'm like, why even watch the rest of anything? But I actually lost that first game, and I should have lost it even earlier because of the mistake that I made. Although I maybe flew a little too close to the sun. I was playing the Wrecking Crew modular set with minions, but I also had Callisto come out off of one of the standard 3 boost cards that puts a counter here, and then gets Callisto. She quick strikes, then she does her normal attack, and that put me kind of in a space where I had to go to Alter Ego 1 or 2 times, and then eventually hit an advance, a 2 in 25 whatever chance to lose there, and I unfortunately did. So I think overall this is my 3rd time I've played this matchup. Won it twice. This was definitely the easiest of those games I played, just with the encounter cards that we got, and me tuning the minions back down to the Master of Evil minions. But yeah, if that's the only game you watch of the video, then hopefully that gives you some tips for how to play Storm, see what the deck can do. Got to play To Me My X-Men in there, which was pretty nice. Got to use new recruits, is always really fun. But stay tuned. I've got 3 more matches for you, and check those out if you're interested. Next up, we'll be facing Zola with the Blue Moon modular set, which is a really minion-focused scenario. So let's go to that one. So usually after Klaw, that's like our first opportunity to maybe tweak some things about the deck. I've already got my deck right. This deck is already in a place I like because I've been testing it a bunch already, but I want to demonstrate the rest of the Gauntlet here. Zola is the scenario that's particular focus is on dealing with minions, so being able to have a sustainable damage output. I'm also playing the Blue Moon modular set. So this comes with the blue area of the moon environment, which gives each minion guard. So all the more reason that we need to be able to fight through these minions in order to win the game. Zola also comes with a fair bit of setup pressure. The ultimate Bioservant minion, which isn't really that bad if we have to leave it in play for a turn. Just 1 attack. The Test Subject's side scheme is a bigger problem. It gives us a whole other encounter card. When defeated, we discard from the top of the encounter deck until we hit a minion and reveal that. So the best case scenario is if we can answer Test Subjects and the minion that comes out in 1 turn. All right, let's draw our hand. Okay, so I want a higher tempo start in order to deal with that side scheme and the minion. So as good as Uncanny X-Men is, I'm not sure I can really justify playing it turn 1. Definitely won't be clearing these side schemes. I might just keep Beast. Beast can thwart this. Block if he really needs to. But let's try to dig for like a double resource. Or something else to help deal with this minion that comes out. Okay, so now I get to pick a weather. And I want to flip to Thunderstorm during my turn to possibly kill the minion that comes out from here. Kind of an awkward hand. I could play Beast plus X Gene. Beast plus Torrential Rain doesn't really make sense. Yeah, I'm not loving the start that I'm gonna get. Maybe I should have kept Angel in hand. Yeah, Beast plus Angel would have been a perfectly nice turn, so. Well, hindsight's 20/20. Yeah, let's just start with whatever, but then plan to switch to Thunderstorm, hoping we can take out the minion that comes out. And actually we'll start with Clear Skies. If we get one of the minions that would stun or confuse us, Clear Skies can stop that. So let's pay 4 for Beast. We'll get, could make an argument to get band together, but it'll probably be worth more later. Lower floor, higher ceiling than the doubles. Let's get the one that Kid Omega, or the one that can't be used for Kid Omega. Very, 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 very small optimization. And we'll overpay for X Gene. So flip to hero form. Beast will thwart test subjects. So we discard from the top until we hit a minion. Okay, Berserker Mutate does hit us with Quick Strike, but that is at least something we can kill. Because I didn't mention it here, Hydra Prison grabs our hero-specific ally, but we don't have one as Storm. So this is just going to sit out, and I'll actually move it over here. I don't like kind of game. I mean, it's not that big a deal, I suppose, but it's a bit gimmicky element of this scenario, as in something that can really change from hero to hero how useful this is. Sometimes it might get a bad card out of your deck. Sometimes it will help you basically find one of the best cards in your deck if your signature ally is one of the best cards in the deck. For us right now, basically, I'm just going to leave it in play so that Master Plan will hit it, which basically makes Master Plan into a whiff. So it's the way it is. I mean, we should pick the scenarios to test what we want to test. We should still play out the scenarios at 100%. I don't really like... I mean, I guess you could just like ignore this in a deck without a signature ally. That's an option, I suppose. Okay, but I realized I possible flaw in my plan, which is that I was planning to go to Thunderstorm, but I was also planning to let these guys hit me. I want to go to Thunderstorm to kill these guys, but if I go to Thunderstorm, they attack me for more. So maybe I will just have Beast block this initial attack. Yep. Oh well, okay. Go to Thunderstorm. We'll hit the Bioservant with the Tough, and then attack the Mutate for 3. End the turn. So 1 threat on the main scheme as well as 1 test counter. Zola attacks, gonna have Beast block. The Bioservant attacks for 2. And then encounter card is Neurological Implants. Attached to the minion with the most remaining hit points. And it gets +2 hit points, +2 scheme, +2 attack. So I can easily finish that off with Blast of Wind. But my second play isn't very exciting, so I think I'm going to Clear Skies to draw a card. And I could actually... Or sorry, I don't know what I said. Yeah, flip to Clear Skies will let me draw a card. I could have Blast of Wind trigger the special on Clear Skies. That would give me a couple more options of something to do. Could also just go to Hurricane. You know what, I probably last turn, I maybe should have just gone to Blizzard heading into that villain phase. Yeah, whatever. So I'm thinking of going to Hurricane, put this down to 0 so I can flip to Alter Ego form. Would need to hit 3 boost icons on the scheme and not hit advance. Risk I'm generally willing to take, especially early as we're trying to get set up. Don't have a good blocker ready. So I'll attack for 3. Flip to Clear Skies. Draw a card. Ooh, that's kind of a nice draw. Pay 1, 2, 3 for Blast of Wind. Deal 3 damage to the villain and each minion engaged with us. This is not an attack, so we won't take Retaliate. We'll trigger the special again of draw 1 card. Interesting. So I think I just play Cyclops and New Recruits to be efficient. I could play Lightning Bolt and New Recruits. But I don't think damage is the thing I need to rush. So we'll play New Recruits. Yeah, to me my X-Men is the other possible option, but I don't think it's going to be as good as just playing out Cyclops. Not the best Cyclops ever, but if it's the best thing to do, it's the best thing to do. Pick Zola with the ability, but I'm just thwarting here. And then go to Alter Ego form and end the turn. One threat on the main scheme, 1 test counter. Zola schemes for 1, 2, 3, 4. up to 5. And counter card is Ultimate Bioservant. Okay, so things are looking pretty good now. Just looking at pixie targets. It'd be kind of nice to turn this into a double. Probably want to play Blast of Wind to use X Gene. Okay, I could pay 2 for Pixie and get a card back. Pay 1 for To Me My X-Men. Assume I hit something. Then I could pay 3 for Storm's Cape. Do I want to recover it all? If I do play Storm's Cape, I could get away with recovering. Let's do my ally check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 7 left in here. That's a really high chance of hitting. 15. Okay, yeah, I like that plan. It's a little awkward if I hit Professor X off of To Me My X-Men. Okay, I am going to recover. Flip. I'll play To Me My X-Men. Get some information before we proceed. Okay. So I'm not making use of the Confuse or the Stun, but Professor X could still just ready Storm and be a good blocker, thwart for a lot. So Phoenix has a nice ability too of just healing Cyclops, but I mean, just directly comparing to readying Storm, that's going to be a better option. So we'll ready an X-Men character. I screwed that up. I was supposed to play Pixie first. Shoot. Supposed to play Pixie first, then spend that resource for... Well, no, did I even have an option to do that? Yeah, that would have been totally fine. Yeah, I screwed that up, shoot. Yeah, this is too much information to go back and change, though. So I can still play Pixie and Blast of Wind. I don't get Storm's Cape. That's a pretty efficient turn. Sure. Pay 2 for Pixie. Just get any old X-Men back to use as a resource. I'll flip to I was thinking Thunderstorm just to kill this, but actually I think I need to... No, oh, okay, Professor X is going to thwart here. Okay, no, I don't think I need to thwart that. So we'll go to Thunderstorm. Heal 2 to the Bioservant. Pay 3 for Blast of Wind. So we'll deal 3 damage to everyone. And then trigger Thunderstorm, so I'll do a total of 5 damage to the Bioservant. Thwart for 4. And I guess I'm taking Retaliate, but I don't hate attacking for 3. Could just thwart for 1 to be safe. I'm gonna attack for 3. Take 1 Retaliate. End the turn. Flash freeze in an emergency. Professor X comes back. Actually, I'm really thinking about this flash freeze. So we go up to 2 threat. We hit 3 test counters. So now we discard from the top until we get a minion and put it into play. Okay, and this is a put into play. Right, it's not revealed, so we don't trigger the when revealed effect. If I play Flash Freeze, I would just need, I do kind of, actually my turn's pretty bad if I play Flash Freeze. Otherwise I could play a 3-cost ally and a 2-cost ally. I could Flash Freeze and I could clear new recruits this turn to play that ally plus Professor X. I could not play Professor X and play 2 2-cost allies. I think the Flash Freeze is good enough here that I want to play that. So, yep, Zola attacks, I Flash Freeze, gives -3 attack, as well as each minion gets -3 attack. So right now this is 0 plus a boost of 2. This is an attack for 0 and an encounter card. Gladiator, who's got teamwork, so he'll activate against me. Flash Freeze is not a persistent thing, so Gladiator gets the full attack for 4 on me. And I think this is worth a Pixie block. Okay, so I'd actually like to get a bit of damage done. So maybe Professor X is not the play. Clean up these minions. And this is one reason I like the blue area of the moon here, because Zola is a low enough health total, right? 5 now, 16 on the next. If I just went for like a turn, like a 2-turn lethal, like there's a pretty good chance I could make that happen, but we've got to keep fighting through these minions. So every ally's got +1 attack as well. So like Kid Omega plus Storm could kill Gladiator. Could flip to Hurricane, get the 3 attack new recruit to kill Manta. It's one resource inefficient, but might still be worth it. Could let me keep Professor X in hand for next turn. Or I play Kid Omega. I ping everyone. I clear skies and then triage. That lets me clear everyone. Okay. No, I need to... If I draw a card, then I lose the buff from Thunderstorm. And Professor X is always so nice. Okay, all right, I'm gonna play... Okay, pay 2 for Kid Omega. Not gonna use his ability. Flip 2 Hurricane. Nope, sorry, not yet. Maybe I just have Beak finish that. Okay, sure. Pay 2 for Beak. Clear. No, now I... What am I doing? Maybe I just have Cyclops finish that. Okay, well, this is... Okay. I'm attacking Gladiator for 6. That is definitely happening. Okay, I think I just need to cash in Cyclops. Okay, fine. All right, Cyclops will thwart new recruits. Gonna get the attack one, which is Surge. Pay 2 for Surge. Attack Manta for 4. And then we'll flip to Hurricane to remove 2 threat from here. Is this a... Yeah, I think this can be an alter ego turn, sure. And the turn. One on the main scheme, 1 test counter. Zola schemes for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Man, both games I go advance because of a triple boost. So we search the encounter deck and discard pile for a minion and reveal it. So I played this matchup once already, and I think it's either Ultimate Bioservant or Oracle. Oracle's usually just the easiest to kill on 3 health. Oh, actually we're in alter ego form, so we definitely get Berserk Mutate. Who schemes now for 0. Test counters are removed when the main scheme advances. And 1 encounter card is advance. Can't pop here yet though, which is nice. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll get Professor X into play now. I've got a choice between Utopia and the Crown. If I play the Crown, I can flip to Thunderstorm with this. If I play Utopia, I need to flip to Clear Skies to draw, which I guess does defeat the purpose of playing Professor X. So I'll pay 2 for the Crown. Don't think I need to recover. Pay 3 for Professor X. Confuse Zola. Flip to Thunderstorm. Deal 2 damage to Zola. Storm does kind of get around the guard in this is a weird scenario for Storm, I'll admit. No signature ally. Blast of Wind and Thunderstorm get around the guard. Storm attacks the minion for 3. Professor X thwarts for 3. Save these guys to block, end the turn. Go through the deck. One threat, 1 test counter. Zola attacks, Professor X blocks. And then another encounter card. Mind Ray, Zola attacks you, you are stunned. Let's block with Kid Omega. Give the villain a tough status card. And we are stunned. Card number 2, Berserk Mutate, actually attacks for 3 because of Thunderstorm. This could be worth a block from Surge. I think it is. We're going to have a pretty safe flip to Alter Ego form this turn. So, well, actually, oh, sorry. Oh yeah, so I can recover. Probably going to play like Torrential Rain and Gambit. Phoenix would get some more value out of Surge. I like Phoenix a little better than Gambit. Okay, I'm just going to take this attack for 3. Okay, so I guess Hurricane is really the only good thing to flip to right now, though. So I'm probably not playing Torrential Rain. So I could play To Me My X-Men, though. Play a 3-cost ally and To Me My X-Men. Okay, so let's fire this off, see if we get anything. No, a miss. I ran the numbers once, we're over 80% to hit. Maybe it was just barely 90%. We weren't dependent on that. But it's obviously annoying. How many did we have in there? 1, 2. We had 8 in there. Like 30 cards still in there. Okay, so let's pay 3 for Phoenix. We will heal from Surge. Surge attacks the Mutate. Phoenix thwarts for 2. Flip to Hurricane. Flip to Alter Ego and recover. End the turn. Or sorry. Okay, 1 threat, 1 test counter. Zola confused. And test subject is back. All right, let's have Phoenix thwart that right away, see what we're dealing with. And this one is a reveal. Oh, nice that we did that still in... I wasn't really thinking about it, but nice that we did that in Alter Ego form so that we don't get quick striked. Would really like to go to Clear Skies to clear my stun. Doesn't give me the nice, clean thunderstorm attack for 3, but I am stunned anyways. I've got Utopia. Actually got a lot of options this turn. I think no matter what, I'm going to recover. I think we're at a very safe place, so let's just not let anything too crazy happen. Hero form. Thinking about superpower training, clear it with torrential rain, get the cape. Go clear skies, blast of wind. It's kind of an inefficient way to deal with that. Otherwise, I can go Utopia. To me, my X-Men. Would have 3 to play Blast of Wind there. Okay. Let's pay 2 for Utopia. Go to hero form. Pay 1 for To Me. Nice. Oh, double nice. So Beast is often just the best hit to get. It's Boza. But I mean, resources would pay for Blast of Wind. Torrential Rain isn't doing much right now. But if I draw something good off Clear Skies, that would be nice. M obviously can kill this mutate right away. But then I'm not really getting any Blast of Wind value. I'm going to try, I'm going to go for Beast, actually. Let's search up Band Together. When To Me my X-Men hits, it's really, really strong. Because this is going to be buying back the resource cost of 2 ER. Plus we get a thwart or attack for 2, then we get the card back. So it's like plus 2 resources over expected value, which is really nice compared to a classic make the call strategy that's going to be more consistent. It's really going to raise your floor, help you get statuses on Zola. But this has a nice upside, a nice ceiling. Okay, so Utopia will ready. Oh, sorry. I meant to flip to hero form first. So Utopia will ready me. Let's go to Clear Skies. Draw a card. Probably the worst possible draw. Remove our stun. We might draw something else good, actually, because we get one more draw here. So I'll pay 3 for Blast of Wind. No way to really get around the tough here due to that guard. So we'll knock off the tough, deal 3 to the mutate, draw. Oh my goodness, incredible draw there. Pay 3 for Storm's Cape. Let's, should we advance? Zola stage 3 gives us a minion, so I'm not really ready for that. Let's have Beast attack, since he doesn't mind the retaliate since he's coming back anyways. Then we'll just thwart 1 here. And we're going to get another minion there, so good turn to just play safe. All right, so 1/3 on the main scheme, we get up to 3 test counters. And this is the one that's put into play. Zola attacks, a block with Phoenix. The Bioservant attacks, it's just 1, so I don't mind taking that. Our encounter card is another Mind Ray. Probably still just block this with Surge. Ooh, really sweet turn coming up here. Oh, I don't think I have the resources though. Okay, well, all right. So yeah, I'll have Surge block still. So Zola attacks for 2, 3. Surge takes it. We're stunned. Oh, but we're not stunned because we still have Clear Skies. So the thing that was getting me excited was Uncanny X-Men plus M would actually take out this Ultimate Bioservant. But I don't have the resources to do that. I'm 1 resource short. Cyclops is interesting. If this guy weren't in play, there's a chance I would have lethal. He's going to give us another minion anyways. Okay, if I pay 4 for Beast. Pay 4 for Beast, get a double back. Get a double back, play Weather Goddess and Lightning Bolt. Okay, I like that. I need to find an excuse to exhaust first. Attack the tough off of the Bioservant. No way to be super efficient on the Bioservant this turn anyways. Then pay 1, 2, 3, 4 for Beast. Ready. Get a double. Attack this guy for 3. Flip to Thunderstorm. Nope, sorry. Well, did the right thing, I exhausted the wrong card. Flip to Thunderstorm. Deal 2 to the Bioservant. Ready. I'm more fine with myself taking the Retaliate, so let's attack Zola. Get stage 3. Search the encounter deck and discard pile for a minion and reveal it. So this is a situation where I will get Oracle. So it will get revealed and I get confused, but we can always discard statuses pretty easily with Clear Skies. And then Zola comes in on 16. I get retaliated for 1. Beast attacks Oracle. Oh yeah, I can Weather Goddess. I'll pay 3 for Lightning Bolt. This will be 10 damage. 1 retaliate. Mind Ray, advance. Mind Ray, advance. Don't think there's another Mind Ray, so I think I'm safe in Alter Ego. Oh, okay, there is another Mind Ray. This one's number 25, and this one is number 23. So there's got to be a number 24 in there. So I think I will just go to... Well, actually, I would lose to Mind Ray into triple boost. I was thinking about going to Blizzard, but I will go to Hurricane to not have something crazy happen on the main scheme. Okay. Oh, Flash Freeze on top of all of it. Yeah, especially if I can keep Beast alive, that'll guarantee a kill this turn. So 1 threat, 1 test counter. Zola attacks. I'm going to Flash Freeze. So then I'll just take this attack. He's at -1. Shuffle Zola's Mutate into the encounter deck. I'll take 0 damage. He'll take 1 retaliate. And encounter card is, hey, look at that, it's Mind Ray. So Zola attacks. He's still at minus from Flash Freeze. Yep, so while attacking the whole phase. So he's still attacking at -1. I'm not going to shuffle that because we're going to win this turn. So 1 retaliate there. And I'll attack for 4 for the win. Okay, nice win there, nice bounce back after Klaw. I think I still like Zola, right? He guarantees you see minions, which is like my main thing with this whole test. maybe a little bit harder, would test the average hero a bit more, but I want to keep, not every single deck that I'm ever going to make is going to be like super optimized anyways, so I don't care if it's a bit easier. I like the guaranteed minions. I like that they have guard. I like that the main scheme is a little bit low, so you want to be able to deal with your minions quickly so they don't scheme on you. You always never want them attacking you. So there's lots of incentive to kill your minions quickly, like there usually is. You're forced to kill them to get to Zola. You can't just ignore them completely. So I like those elements a lot. Maybe this could be improved by if the minions themselves are a bit beefier, but I'll probably play some other matchup later where I'm really glad the minions are as small as they are. Okay, a successful test against Zola. Let's go on to our thwarting scenario, Red Skull. So next scenario is Red Skull. This is my thwart testing scenario. Obviously, Red Skull is a great choice for this because we will have this side scheme deck in play and deal ourselves the top card from it every single villain phase. So we get a side scheme every single turn. So this definitely puts the focus on thwarting for the scenario. I wanted to just show the side schemes that are added. I'm playing with the Crime modular set. I really like this one a lot. It adds some really high impact side schemes. And so if you're less familiar with it, it's good to kind of review what they do. I think the thing I really like about it is that with Dragnet and Law and Order, these are both side schemes that either prevent the villain from taking damage or greatly reduces our friendly character's attack. So it really, really forces us to fight through these side schemes. We can't just ignore it by, rushing Red Skull or whatever. So those are both pretty impactful. This one's not as bad. It's still got to be thwarted, kind of like a super crisis icon. Threat cannot be removed from other schemes. So those are the 3 side schemes that get added to the side scheme deck. The second modular set I'm playing with is Hydra Assault. This is an all minion modular set. It's in the recommended for Red Skull with Hydra Assault and Hydra Patrol. I always want to have some minions in the deck because certain, I guess Red Skull has his own minions, but certain decks are only really going to work if there's a decent amount of minions in the encounter deck. When we do Juggernaut next, Juggernaut is a villain who comes with absolutely 0 minions in his own encounter set. So we definitely want to play a minion-based modular set with him. But like I said, yeah, Hydra Assault just gives us a few more minions if that's necessary to make our deck work. All right, so Red Skull, when revealed, get dealt an encounter card. So this is a scenario that really is going to require a different play style from Storm, or at least it's we will take some will be reduced somewhat in our total overall value because we need to direct our value towards thwarting these side schemes. So even though Storm is a very strong attacker due to her higher attack stat and Thunderstorm, we might find ourselves just thwarting a lot. The allies that can thwart are just going to be higher priority plays. Her Crown is already a pretty high priority play, but even more so given that it readies her. Okay, so we got a double resource. Don't need triage yet. Torrential Rain can thwart Red House. Red House stops Red Skull from taking damage, but it's not super necessary early on. Note that we can use our attack instead of our thwart to thwart this one. So we might very well do that at some point. Another reason I really wanted to add Crime is that, to the designer's credit, they made lots of these side schemes either manageable by characters without super high thwart, or they give you some reward after you thwart them. So it takes some pressure off to have just insane thwarting all game. So those crime ones, right, they really just need to be, they can only be thwarted. Okay, I don't think we need Gambit yet. Gambit 2. Gambit's always a good play when, well, he's a great hit off of To Me, My X-Men. He's usually a good play when we're ahead and we just need to avoid those worst case scenario situations. But he's not as good from a raw value perspective. So I'm not going to keep the Torrential Rain because I don't think we need to defeat that yet. So I'm thinking about keeping Beast just to make sure we have an ally. Storm's Cape is actually, given this scenario, how it's kind of thwart heavy, Storm's Cape is, does add to our thwarting output. So I'll keep like this. Okay, so I could play Beast, get a double back, and play Storm's Cape. I could just get Storm's Cape later from superpower training. Okay, there's not a super elegant sequence where I can play like Beast, X-Gene, and superpower training. Or no, could I? Because I can go... play Beast. If I clear superpower training and get the crown. Oh, but I need to be a mutant to play X-Gene. Even though crown would give me one resource. I think I'll just get the cape. I think it's good enough for now. Just for the sake of options, I could I could just play Beast and X-Gene if X-Gene would be better than Cape. I'm gonna think Cape is probably better though. Oh, sorry, I skipped getting my weather. It's obviously nice to switch to Hurricane as often as possible. This first turn I don't really need it. Would be nice to save for next turn when I might need it more. So, okay. Completely forgot about that. So, how does Clear Skies change things? Could just be a Blizzard turn too to save some damage. But if I get Clear Skies, then I could play... Then I could play Beast, X-Gene, and Superpower Training. Okay. Yeah, sorry. I'm going to do that. Okay, so let's start on Thunderstorm. And with my activations, because I could do my, I could thwart this for 3, which might be worth it actually because, well, no, that's not really worth it. Okay. Pay 4 for Beast. Get a double back. Overpay a bit for X-Gene. To Hero Form. Flip to Clear Skies. Draw. Or I could just play Aurora's Garden. But I think the setup here is worth it. And we're both going to thwart superpower training. And so I think yeah, is it better to get the crown or the cape? I'm going to guess, even though the cape is one more expensive, I'm going to guess the crown is better. Because readying gives us about a resource of value a turn. So the crown gives us a resource of value a turn, but it also gives us the +1 thwart. When we get Utopia out, that's going to be really nice. Okay, end the turn. So we get 1 threat on the main scheme, top card of the side scheme deck. So threat cannot be removed from other schemes. So now Red Skull's got 3 attack. Thinking I'm just going to take this first attack, since we got full health. So attack is 3 because there's 2 side schemes. 3 plus a boost of 2 for 5 damage. And then we'll get 2 total encounter cards. Red Skull's Luger. Attacks gain piercing and ranged. Twisted Reality has Insight 1. Attached to a side scheme, when defeated, we get dealt an encounter card. Well, I think Red House will be the slowest to defeat. So we'll stick that on there, buy ourselves some time. Well, Torrential Rain is nice. Really nice. Can play Torrential Rain, Phoenix, or Colossus, and Weather Goddess. I think Phoenix is better than Colossus. Okay, yeah, pretty easy turn, I think. We'll flip to Hurricane. Remove 2 threat from here. Let's do this efficiently, I guess. We'll thwart for 4 more. I almost don't need to play this Torrential Rain anymore. What should I do for the... I'll go like this. I could discard this instead of playing Torrential Rain. I'm still not in a huge rush to defeat that. And the piercing and scheming buff would be annoying. Or I can Weather Goddess back to Thunderstorm, or well, do Torrential Rain, Weather Goddess back to Thunderstorm, play Colossus, and just, or well, play Phoenix or Colossus and get some more attacking in. Torrential Rain is the only thing I can use X-Gene on. So it feels good to optimize that way, but I think getting rid of this is a big deal too. So we'll spend a physical, energy, and mental to discard this. Then who to play here? I think Phoenix. So we'll heal one from Beast and Ready. Phoenix thwarts the main scheme for 2. Beast's gonna have to block for me right away here. So let's just have Beast work on the red house. So if I go back to Alter Ego, we could get advanced to the next scheme. But we won't go just from step 1 plus a scheme. So I think it's probably worth it. Sure. In that case, maybe I won't thwart with Beast right now. But I'll just flip down. Save Beast for next turn. This is maybe a scenario, well, if your hero is really not that good at thwarting, this is a scenario to just stay in hero form, because then we're going to get a bunch of threat on the main scheme here to deal with. But I still think we're pretty good at thwarting overall, that I can live with that. So 1 threat on the main scheme. Our side scheme is Hydra Reinforcements. 2 threat, hazard icon, but when we defeat it, we can discard a non-elite minion. Red Skull schemes for 3, plus if this is an undefended attack, discard a support you control. So 3 threat. Now 2 encounter cards because of our hazard. Shadow of the Past. Okay, now my flip to Alter Ego is looking really good, because otherwise we would be getting quick striked by Callisto. Whoops. Sorry, re-sleeve on the fly here. Basically, I haven't phased out my Klaw sleeves. From these crappy Marvel art sleeves. So I've re-sleeved these plus the standard cards, rather than re-sleeve all of Klaw, just to get this video out. But I'll probably make that change soon enough. Okay. So hopefully this is a non-elite minion that we can discard. And of course it's advance. We will advance no matter what, because of Leader of the Morlocks Amplify icon. Yeah, I've not been lucky with schemes this Gauntlet. When we advanced to stage 2 against Klaw, when we lost against Klaw. Okay, so schemes for 3, 4. That's awkward as well. So it's exactly 4, but that's enough to advance. When revealed, we put the top card of the side scheme deck into play. Law and Order gives each friendly character -2 attack. And back to us. Well, I'm going to need the Weather Goddess into something, and then back to Hurricane, I think. Because this is just do as much possible thwarting as we can kind of turn. Got Blast of Wind, which will do a little bit extra thwarting. Definitely don't want to knife fight Red Skull when there's 4 side schemes in play. I'm wondering if I need to recover because of the inevitable knife fight that we'll get. Could leave this in play a turn as well. That wouldn't be that bad. But we'll still get it next turn, if not this turn. Yeah, I'm going to recover. Flip. Let's play To Me My X-Men and see what we're dealing with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 allies seen. Professor X would of course be a phenomenal hit. We've got Kid Omega in there, Cyclops, Angel, if we just plan out the hand here, obviously Weather Goddess, and I could either go Clear Skies or I could just go Thunderbolt. That way we'll make sure Callisto dies. I think I like that. Then pay 3. For Blast of Wind. I guess this leaves exactly enough to play Uncanny X-Men instead of To Me My X-Men. Blast of Wind's honestly not that great a play either. It only hits Callisto, but it does thwart for 2 more. I'm probably just hungry for thwarting. Ooh, what if I To Me My X-Men into Kid Omega and remove 1 threat from every scheme? That would be kind of cool. Don't know how big a deal that actually is because 2 versus 1 is not a big difference. So I said there's 6 in here. 6 out of 18 cards. Professor X, Kid Omega, Cyclops. Those are all decent hits because they thwart for 2. Angel is not as good. I've got 6 of each. Beast, Phoenix, M, Kid Omega, Cyclops. Who's my other X-Men? Pixie. Pixie's not that good at thwarting. And we've got Professor X, Angel, and someone else that I'm missing. Triage? Nope, there's Triage. I don't necessarily need to Blast of Wind if I can just attack with allies. No, but okay, they need to thwart. Professor X, Angel. Oh, Beak. Beak would also be a bad hit. For this turn, at least. next turn beak will be great. If I do play Uncanny X-Men, I'm still going to have to block with one of these in the villain phase. I don't like that I'll be 2 resources inefficient if I play To Me My X-Men. There's a lot of possible draws with clear skies that would make things look pretty good. But there's also some wasteful draws. Okay, I'm gonna play Uncanny X-Men, which might be a bit risky. But if we can get through this turn, we'll look pretty good. 3 for Uncanny X-Men. I'm going to Weather Goddess to go to Thunderstorm, dealing 2 to Callisto. Use my normal flip to go to Hurricane, clear the hazard icon. Gotta remember everyone's got -2 attack right now. I probably want to get this knife fight right now, since Callisto will be weaker than Red Skull. Or I could just do 6 thwart on Law and Order, get my attacking ready for next turn. I kind of like that. It would really stink to I don't know, get the sleeper or something, but we haven't thwarted that much. I guess it's not that big a deal. I'm kind of fine delaying this. There's no way I'm going to clear 2 unless I clear this plus this. I'd rather not waste thwarting on this. Okay, we're going to okay, I'm going to thwart Law and Order for 4. Pay 3 for Blast of Wind. We'll deal 3 damage to the villain and each minion engaged with us. Red Skull can't take damage. Then we trigger our special, remove 2 more threat from here. End the turn. Flash Freeze is interesting. Because it would be basically by playing Flash Freeze, notably the only eligible card to spend X Gene on, I can use the 3rd hit point on these guys who now have 4 hit points. Yeah, I'm going to Flash Freeze this. No, sorry. Let's go through one step at a time. Okay, 1 threat, get a side scheme. Mass Chaos. We discard the top 5 cards of our deck. Oof, those are some really bad hits. We hit all 3 different resources besides wild, so we'll place 3 threat here. Yikes. Those are like three best cards in the deck, probably. Professor X, Utopia, and Torrential Rain. But we're in an okay spot. Now Red Skull attacks. He's at 4, -3, because I'm going to play Flash Freeze. So this is attack for 1 plus a boost. Give the villain a tough status and another boost card. Give the villain a tough status and another boost card. Oh, goodness sakes. If this attack resolves, this isn't a defense, is it? Oh, it is a defense. When the villain... I mean, yeah, because this is still out, I'm defending this attack, right? I would have to discard Uncanny X-Men if this is an undefended attack. But this is literally a defense, so yeah, so I'm defending. And so I'll take, so the attack ends up being 1 damage, so I'll take 1 damage. Retaliate, but Red Skull still can't take damage. Amplify, shoot. This is actually buffing all of these. So you got 3 boost icons there, so I actually take 3 more damage. And then our encounter card. Well, those are all hanging out together in the deck. Okay. Well, what I'm inclined to do here is to play and defeat new recruits, because the ally that we get off of that does not count towards our ally slot. Whereas if I try to play Kid Omega and Beak, it will. Or if I play... Which weather has the mental? Blizzard. It's not that big of a deal to trigger that. Okay, I think I still like this new recruits plan. New recruits. Need to think if I'm killing this Exo Soldier. I think I am. I'm probably flipping to Thunderstorm this turn. Okay. Phoenix will thwart new recruits. I'm thinking either Bling for the tough status or Indra for the most total value. Although we're at a point where everyone's got +1 health. So I'd rather have maybe some higher tempo with Surge or Annul. Maybe Annul, because there's a high thwarting burden now. Okay, I'll get a Knoll. I think a Knoll just in the deck as a whole is going to be very good as well. So we'll pay 1 for a Knoll. Didn't realize I'm going to have 1 card left over. So I could just keep Kid Omega. Pay 1 for Beak. Upon entry, we'll remove 4 threat from here. Beak will attack this Exo Soldier for 1. Sorry, not yet. Because he currently has Retaliate. That's awkward. I was hoping to flip to Thunderstorm and attack for 3 to kill the Exo Soldier. Beak could just take... Okay, I think Beak can just take this Retaliate, honestly, because he's got an extra health. So he'll attack the Exo Soldier for 1, take the Retaliate, and Consequential. But then I'll flip to Thunderstorm. To deal 2. As I look at this now, I actually think maybe Beast should finish it off so I can recover with Storm. No, just kidding. I'll finish it with Storm. A Knoll thwarts Red House for 3. So when defeated, we get dealt an encounter card. And then I'm just going to thwart Leader of the Morlocks now. No, I actually don't like that. I don't like the Red Skull's got an extra attack because of Thunderstorm. So I'm just going to thwart the main scheme. And flip. I'm kind of wanting to flip because I want to be able to recover. We've got lots of margin on the main scheme. We've also got lots of blockers to use up. Knife Fight will do 3 damage. No, 4 damage. Okay, yeah, I can't take a Knife Fight. So if I flip down, I lose to an advance. Because there will be 9 threat plus 2 boost cards, icons worth. If I thwart this instead of the main scheme, it'll go up to 3, 6 plus a boost. Advance is 9 plus 2 boosts, all the same. So with that in mind, I should actually have Beast thwart Leader of the Morlocks. So when defeated, we get a Knife Fight. Oh, what if I defeat it? Oh, if I defeat it in alter ego form, I think knife fight just surges, and that could be all kinds of bad, since I'm this far into my turn already. Just doing an advance check to see if that was an advance at all. So is this thing still? Wait, no, this doesn't boost its attack. Right, is this thing still giving Red Skull +1 attack while we're triggering the when defeated ability? I don't think so. That would be kind of actually it might be. It's kind of bogus, but I think it is. So I'm going to take 3. He takes our attack into his tough. Shoot, yeah. Oh, I don't feel good because we're going to lose to an advance. We're seeing 3 encounter cards. Okay. I die to knife fight if I don't, so it's pick your battles. Okay. Oh, actually, I don't run through my deck. Okay. So 1 threat on the main scheme. Side scheme gives us the sleeper. Red Skull schemes for 3, 4, 5. The sleeper schemes for 1. Card number 1 has Insight 1. Oh, I should have thought about, there's a whole bunch of encounter cards that add threat to all schemes in play. Each Hydra minion engaged with a hero makes an attack against that hero. So I'm not a hero. Each player who was not attacked this way searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a Hydra minion and puts it into play engaged with them. I think we have some of these quick striking minions that are really weak. The Spreading Lies, that was also, I didn't put that in my calculations that would kill me. So I should have actually just stayed in hero form. We die to the 1 knife fight, but there's just a lot more that I would have lost to there. So we'll get this Hydra Jet Trooper, which does not quick strike because we are an alter ego. Okay, recover for 3. It's a good time for a Blast of Wind. I'm thinking Pixie for Professor X. Or Gambit wouldn't be the craziest thing. Okay, flip to hero form. We're going to be using up a lot of allies, so let's have Beak attack the tough off of the sleeper. I don't think there's any way to really make this a triple this turn. Even if I get Gambit, his cost is reduced by 1 from Uncanny X-Men. So I'm just going to pay Band together for Blast of Wind. Actually, no. I should probably get... the special I get from that should probably be Hurricane. Okay, yeah, this is totally fine. Let's flip to Hurricane. Remove 2 threat from the main scheme. Pay Band together for Blast of Wind. Get 3 and 3 and 3. Trigger Hurricane. Annul Thwarts for 3 on the main scheme. I'm safe. I'm still safe from a knife fight, so yeah, I'm just gonna get Professor X. Pay 1 for Pixie. Pixie attacks the Sleeper. So when that's, yeah. And here's a weird one. When the Sleeper is defeated, remove this card from the game. But is this actually defeated for purposes of Twisted Reality? I'm just gonna Grim Rule it for all flavor reasons or whatever. Like it should trigger. But I would actually guess more likely than not that's not supposed to trigger. But I don't want that to be a what keeps me from. I don't want that to taint the win if I'm wrong about that. Okay. Thinking what resource to keep in hand. Let's actually, let's just have Beast attack for 2. I'll keep Kiddo. Oh, build support getting Utopia is nice. Okay, I'll keep build support in hand. I'll pay 2 for Professor X. Confuse the villain. Thwart for 3. And end the turn. Lots of blockers ready. Ooh, Flash Freeze. Flash Freeze only gives -3 attack while the villain is attacking, so I don't think... Because Knife Fight just says we take damage equal to their attack. It's not like it is an attack. The thought crossed my mind, I don't like that there's 4 allies not being reshuffled in my deck for, to me, my X-Men. But not the end of the world. Okay, 1 threat. Side scheme. Dragnet, the villain, cannot take damage. Red Skull attacks, Professor X blocks. Takes 3. And 3 encounter cards this turn. Dial M for Mojo. Okay, this is a crazy one. So this has Surge since it's revealed from the encounter deck. Every encounter card has Insight 1, but each friendly character gets +1 thwart. So this is going to Surge. So Caught Off Guard has Insight. And I'll discard the X gene. Infinite Power has Insight. Give Red Skull a tough status, he attacks. Let's have Pixie block. Exhaust a character you control as a boost ability. I'll exhaust Phoenix. Switchblade has Insight. Attach to the minion, otherwise it gains Surge. Hydrojet Trooper has Insight. And Quick Strikes for 2. Yeah, I think I'm definitely recovering this turn. Don't think this is a good block. Thinking just taking 2. My health is, yeah, I'll take 2. And retaliate 1. Okay. Well, that was kind of an exciting turn. Pay 1 for build support. Thwart build support for 3. Get Utopia. Pay 1 for To Me My X-Men. And miss, unfortunately. Didn't have a great alternative option. Would have just played Weather Goddess. And I'll pay 1 for Angel. Ready. I'll have actually, I don't really need to clear this because I'm going into Alter Ego this turn. Okay, I do think I need a null to thwart the main scheme for 4. Angel, thwart, Dragnet for 2. Flip to Thunderstorm. I didn't flip yet already, did I? I don't think I did. Deal 2 damage to this guy, just because. Might as well. Flip, recover for 3. Oof, no allies again. What's going on? All right, 1 threat on the main scheme. Our last side scheme is Censor the Past. When defeated, we reshuffle 3 cards from our discard pile into our deck. Oh, and this has Incite 1. Red Skull is confused. And a rare 1 encounter card turn. So there's Knife Fight, so I guess we don't have to worry about that as much. It does have Incite, surges into Hydra Flame Soldier, which has Incite. So I think this is a superpower training, go get the cape turn. Oh geez, we're at an hour already. Since I don't have to worry about Knife Fight for a while, I don't think I need to recover. Which opens up some stuff for me. Okay. Flip to hero form. Oh, do I play the garden here? Yeah, I think I play the garden. If I play the garden, I can still play superpower training. Did I forget to ready this? I just forgot to ready that. Because now I have Garden, Superpower Training, Blast of Wind. So pay 1 for Garden, recover 2. Flip. Pay 1 for Superpower Training, thwart it for 3. Get the cape. I Blast of Wind now, that takes care of. Well, either way, it's not going to be perfectly efficient. So I'll flip to Hurricane, remove 2 here. Angel thwarts for 2 on Dragnet. Probably missed an opportunity to, or throughout this game, it's inefficient to spend resources to do this hero action, but it's always an option. Oh, I forgot to, okay, when I did Hurricane, I can ready Storm. Okay, I think I'd rather just thwart this for 3 than, nah, I gotta kill that guy though. Maybe I do just play the Lightning Bolt. No, that's pretty bad. Okay, I probably should have just focused on the main scheme. I'd like to keep Phoenix around for a block. If I did activate Phoenix, I could kill and thwart the main scheme. Okay, I managed this kind of badly, but I'm just gonna Lightning Bolt this guy. If I knew I was gonna do that, I would have just done it in Thunderstorm. But I think we should still generally be okay. Yeah, and then I just need to thwart this because there's an advance risk. We lose to advance into triple boost. I don't think that's worth using up a Phoenix block. Okay, 2 threat on the main scheme. We get Leader of the Morlocks. So now we lose with... Oh, does Leader of the Morlocks go to the side scheme? I didn't even think about that when I defeated it. Oh, and that has Insight 1. Okay, I just completely lose to advance. I don't remember. Does this go in this discard pile? It's not significantly easier or worse, I don't think. Easier or harder. I actually don't remember. It hasn't come up for me yet. Okay, the Red Skull's gonna attack. Phoenix is gonna block. Counter card is not advance. Does have Insight 1. Give Red Skull a tough, he attacks. We'll block with Angel. All right. Now, finally, get to have some breathing room. Let's thwart for 3. Reshuffle Professor X, Phoenix, Anole. At this point, maybe I just get my attacking cards, but no, these are all pretty good. Defeating that first so that knife fight isn't too bad when we draw that. Pay 1, 2, 3 for Beast. Get just a double back. Ready. Thwart Leader of the Morlocks. So we'll reveal a knife fight. We knock off Red Skull's tough. We take 1 damage. Pay 2 for Torrential Rain, removing a total of 5 here. I'm just ready now before I forget. Pay 1 for Triage, heal 2. Triage thwarts the main scheme. Flip to Thunderstorm, 2 damage. Attack for 3. Attack for 3. And I think stay in hero form now, because we've still got an advance in there. One on the main scheme. Get Law and Order. Red Skull attacks, Triage blocks. Encounter card is under fire, has Insight number 1. Red Skull's right hook gives him Retaliate. Insight number 2. Well, okay, I obviously forgot to pull that out. Should have been in the side scheme deck. Oops. This is unquestionably the best side scheme to see, so I guess I hurt myself by not putting it in there. I don't know. Okay, I'm just going to put this in the discard here and draw a new card, because that shouldn't have... I mean, whatever. It's this isn't a super competitive game in this iteration. Okay, Master Strategist. Okay, I'm probably not that far from lethal. 20 hit points on the next stage. Except that I didn't really draw. Like, if I drew a lightning bolt, this might have been lethal. Although, oh no, Law and Order, okay. We have -2 attack, so probably not. I don't think I really care about the Retaliate 1 either. Okay, I'm going to thwart this for 3. Pay 2 for Utopia, for Professor X. Thwart this for 3 more. efficient thing to do would be to just, oh, and I'm confusing. Could just play M. There's no minion out there. To defeat, but it's just a decent value at this point. Yeah, sure. Pay 3 for M. Attack. Now, you know what? I mean, 'cause I don't have perfect resources to discard this, I'll just have to go to, yeah, I think it's worth it. Oh no, he's only retaliating 1. Oh, for some reason I thought he had retaliate 2. In my head I'd already flipped to a hurricane. Okay, I'll attack for 3. Go to stage 3. Get dealt an encounter card. Get retaliated for 1. Okay, I changed my mind again. Yeah, I think I'm just going to ignore this. I'll pay 3 for M. I'm going to thwart for 3. Beast, attack for 3. Flip to hurricane. Remove 2 threat. Ready. I mean, I think I'm pretty safe on the damage front anyways. I'll attack for 2 more. I'll get retaliated for 2. I think it's okay. End the turn. Honestly, I've got the blocker here, but we're so safe from an advance. Well, actually, that's kind of an annoying thing. Now I should stay here. Okay, this is actually a decent amount of damage just because everyone's cost is reduced. So 1 on the main scheme. Side scheme is Mass Chaos. Okay, I don't actually think I don't think this counts as discarding any type of resource icon. No, I don't know. Well, it probably doesn't matter. Let's just say it gets 3. I feel like that's not right, but it's not really going to change anything. That has Insight 1. Red Skull attacks. We give him an additional boost for each side scheme in play. Professor X is blocking. Or I guess I should do one at a time. exhaust a character you control. I think I'll just exhaust myself. Okay, 2 encounter cards. Spreading Lies, place 2 threat on each side, on each scheme in play. So the main scheme will get a total of 3. Mass Chaos will get 2 more. And then Assault will have Beast block. Give Red Skull a tough status. Red Skull is pretty pesky. He sticks around. So do I have lethal? Flip to Thunderstorm. Knock off the tough. Ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, easily have lethal here. So attack for 3. M attacks, or 1 retaliate. M attacks for 4. She's going to take back 3 total. Pay 2 for Phoenix, readying M, readying me, and then we'll attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Kind of a longer video there, but I guess that is what Red Skull does. I think this Red Skull is probably a notch harder than Zola and Juggernaut that I have in my sort of the cycle of 3, where it's the damage focus, threat focus, health focus. Always super fun to play. Yeah, I think Red Skull emphasizes threat more than Zola emphasizes the minions. But that's okay. I mean, you're never going to find the perfectly balanced scenario. I think Red Skull, Red Skull forces the issue of thwarting an amount that I like. And Storm does pretty well with that. Got Storm's Crown out early, which is nice. Lots of decent thwarting allies. And slowly build up until we had enough for the win. We've got Juggernaut up next, so let's do that one. All right, last scenario that I'm going to put in this video is Juggernaut. Juggernaut is my health focus scenario. So we had damage / minion focus with Zola, scheming threat focused with Red Skull. Now with Juggernaut, we have to pay very close attention to our life total throughout the game. Now in my Gauntlet, I'll usually add Magneto at the end. I think I'm going to skip that just for the purpose of this video. I was hoping each of these games would be about 45 minutes in length. I already had one go a little bit long. Magneto game would probably go an hour or longer. Maybe I'll do that as a separate standalone video at some point. So in this scenario, because Juggernaut frequently has Stalwart and Overkill, we've got to probably be recovering a lot more, place a higher priority on playing cards like Flash Freeze and Colossus that can reduce, or Colossus either having a tough status that can block an attack pretty efficiently, or play Flash Freeze to reduce Juggernaut's attack. We do have this workaround in the form of, Juggernaut's helmets give us the workaround of spending 3 resources of the same type to remove momentum counters from Juggernaut and flip the card. So we'll usually do that at some point in the game, maybe twice or 2 or 3 times a game, just because those counters do build up. And so we want to reduce his attack at some point. It has several ways to get flipped back. Okay, but we're ready to start. Okay, so actually got a flash freeze in the hand. Usually don't like holding on to cards, though, heading into the villain phase. This could be a case where it's worth it, though, because we're under so much pressure, or we're under not that much pressure from the other aspects of the game, that as long as we can watch our health total, things should generally be all right. Okay, I'm thinking maybe Uncanny X-Men to keep. I like that this gives +1 defense, is obviously relevant for this scenario. But, I mean, we still really don't want to defend as much as we recover. Okay, I think I'm going to plan on keeping the flash freeze. So mulligan 4. Okay, I think I'm going to end up going to Clear Skies so I can play Utopia and Uncanny X-Men. Seems like a really solid turn. Okay. Oh, sorry. Let's just start in Thunderstorm. So we'll fire off an attack with our first turn activation. Flip attack for 3. The one thing I don't like, I mentioned this in my Gauntlet breakdown video, but Hope Summers is a little bit of too much of a gimmick, or it's a little more of a scenario gimmick than I would like to have. It sort of it skews the scenario a bit. I want it to be as representative as possible, you know, among these 4 or 5 scenarios, as you would see among the 50 scenarios in the game. Hope Summers kind of screws with that a little bit. So it's weird, especially with Storm, because Storm currently has 3 attack, so Hope has 3 attack. Thunderstorm also buffs Hope, so Hope has 4 attack right now, because her base thwart and base attack are equal to the thwart and attack of our hero, not the base thwart and base attack. So our hero's attack is 3, Hope's base is 3. She's got 4 attack because of Thunderstorm. So we're going to attack for 4. Oops, what am I doing? Okay, then I'm going to flip to Clear Skies, letting me draw a card. Then I'll pay 2 for Utopia, 3 for Uncanny X-Men, save Flash Freeze in hand, and end the turn. Actually got both Flash Freeze. Okay. This is another really weird, you know, if Hope Summers wasn't here, Phoenix would not be a great play this turn, but she'll be able to ready Hope. Like I said in a previous match, you know, we don't need to, I don't like handicapping ourselves. In the middle of a game, we should always just pick scenarios that handicap us as much as possible, and that's just the flaw of having Hope in here. But I'm going to place 1 on the main scheme. Juggernaut attacks. I'm going to pay 1 for Flash Freeze. So the villain gets -3 attack while attacking you this phase. So then I'll just take this attack, which is coming in for 1 plus a boost of 2. And then our encounter card is Ground Pound. The players as a group take indirect damage equal to Juggernaut's attack. So this is not an attack, so Flash Freeze does not reduce that. And we're going to go down to 3 health. And I suppose I could actually put some damage on Hope, because she doesn't, oh yeah, I can put, I'll certainly put 1 damage on Hope. Don't know how much more vulnerable. I don't recall how much more vulnerable it makes it to have her take a second damage. But I'm fine with that. So I took 3, Hope took 1. Okay, let's go. Let's attack for 2. Hope attacks for 2. I really don't want to flip to Thunderstorm, even going to Alter Ego, because of cards like this that make us take damage equal to Juggernaut's attack, or if we pop the main scheme and make him attack. So I'm just going to go to Hurricane, take 2 threat off here, pay 2 for Phoenix, ready Storm, ready and heal Hope. Yeah, Juggernaut has Retaliate now. I guess it's a little awkward. I'll just save Phoenix. Honestly, Phoenix just blocking with 3 full health might be a thing I want to do eventually. I think I'll just attack with Hope. Attack for 2. Take 1 Retaliate. Go to Alter Ego and recover. One threat on the main scheme, Juggernaut schemes for 1, 2, 3. Counter card, a Sound Thrashing. Each copy of Creeping Willow attacks. If you are not attacked, then search for a Creeping Willow and reveal it. And we're in Alter Ego, so it will not Quick Strike. Okay. So in this scenario, I think the right thing is always just to recover when we can. We'll just play out X-Gene while I'm in mutant form. Flip to hero form. Pay 2 for Colossus. Ready. Overpay slightly for Beak. Remove 4 threat from the main scheme. The more I see these interactions, I think if you're exploiting X-Men in any kind of way, you should pick one of my alternate scenarios that I talked about. So, because Hope is kind of just giving so much value here between Phoenix and Beak, and she's got 1 extra hit point because of Uncanny X-Men. Okay, I'm thinking of flipping to Thunderstorm this turn. Yeah, I think I should just do that. We're at full health. We've got a tough blocker. I'll flip and deal. I'll deal 2 to Juggernaut. Because Storm attacks Creeping Willow for exactly 3. Hope attacks Juggernaut for 4. Phoenix attacks Juggernaut for 2. Go to stage 3. Oh, I kind of forgot about this just now. But we search the encounter deck and discard pile for Head of Steam. Yeah, I definitely forgot about this just now. It's going to place 1 more momentum counter on Juggernaut. And he's got Retaliate 2. Okay. So because it's Retaliate 2, I think I just want to save Beak. Obviously save the Tough from Colossus, so we'll end the turn there. One threat on the main scheme. Juggernaut attacks, Colossus will block. As a boost ability, take 1 indirect damage. I'll just, I'll put that on Hope. Colossus takes the hit. Not really interested in spending 6 resources to discard this card. And our encounter card. In expert mode, this gains Insight 1. If Juggernaut exposes in play, flip it, but it's not, so otherwise place threat on the main scheme equal to Juggernaut's attack. So that's going to put 6 threat on the main scheme, so that's going to go off. So when that would go off, we remove all threat. If Juggernaut exposes in play, flip it, place 1 momentum counter on Juggernaut. And then Juggernaut attacks each player. So I think I am just gonna have Beak block. So actually he's got 8 because of Thunderstorm. Beak blocks 3, I take 5. That doesn't sound too bad. 5 plus a boost. Okay, yep. So attack comes in for 8 plus 0. Beak takes 3, Storm takes 5. All right, now I'm very interested in flipping this, which luckily I can do this turn. And actually I'll probably, I'll play Beast to get band together. Or how much damage do I just do? No, not 25. Okay, pay 3. Sorry. Attack for 3. That's gonna retaliate. So I'll just, I'll waste Utopia, I guess. But I'm gonna pay 3 for Beast. Get band together, spend band together as 3, I don't know, physical resources. to flip Juggernaut's helmet and remove all the momentum counters. Didn't actually factor, I forgot about this part as well. Takes 1 additional damage from each card with the printed mental resource. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 damage. Okay, well, Beast will attack for 4. Hope attacks for 5. I'll pay 1 for the garden. Flip. Recover for a total of 5. And end the turn. Oh, I don't even think I flipped Thunderstorm. Sorry, I'm gonna say, let's say we flip to Blizzard, just in case we get any kind of random take damage chain. One on the main scheme. Juggernaut schemes for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After he schemes, he gets a momentum counter, and this flips. Encounter card. Another Siderax Exemplar. Okay, how crazy does this get here? So it has Insight 1. I think that just happens first. So this pops, gets a counter, and then attacks us for 6. Let's throw... wait, and then he's going to end up attacking again. So I might die here. No, sorry. It's going to put... No, it's going to put 6 threat on here, which will not advance. Okay, in that case, I don't think there's any way to lose. Okay, I mean, I've got crazy damage. I'll just block with Colossus. So for oh no, and he's got -1 here. So this is 6 down to 5. Colossus is blocking. 2 boost makes it 7. -4 is 3. And then we place threat on the main scheme equal to Juggernaut's attack. All right, and then we'll take our turn. He does have Retaliate 2, but I don't think... Ooh, that kind of stops Hope from attacking him. But I can just discard this. Go to hero form, spend 3 mental resources to flip this. Flip to Thunderstorm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And could play Professor X and ready myself, or play anyone and ready myself, and if I needed a bit more. So nice, I think that actually represented what I wanted it to, which is that, yeah, every encounter card we drew basically just got us attacked again or did us a bunch of indirect damage. So yeah, I'm still liking this scenario. In part, I like parts of it because it has that damage focus, that health focus. Don't love hope, especially given that I have so many cards that kind of exploit hope in addition. So would be an opportunity to play Magog instead, was one of my health-focused scenario options. Anyone with flight, I was trying Absorbing Man with flight. I still think he was too easy. So there's probably some scenario out there where it's a good balance with flight. But anyways, there we go. If you made it through all this video, I hope you enjoyed it. This is the Storm To Me My X-Men deck. It's a really fun deck to play, I think. Throughout this video, I missed twice on To Me My X-Men, which was kind of high. On average, I think I'm in the high 80%, maybe even low 90% to hit, just based off of a 40-card deck and 12 allies. So I'm bummed that we missed a couple times. But it's a fun way to play. It's fun to play leadership without make the call, which makes your strategy really redundant, assuming you allow yourself to play optimally. Lots of these fun allies. I mean, Phoenix is a fun card. Kid Omega is a fun card. It's fun to sort of justify all of them because we've built around this deck constraint of trying to maximize To Me My X-Men. Uncanny X-Men, crazy powerful card. Utopia, very strong, especially with Storm, frequently getting to 3 attack. So there you go. If you're wanting to try out this deck for yourself, good luck. I hope you got some useful gameplay patterns and tips from this video. If you were checking this out just for the Gauntlet, hope you could see how it's a nice range of things that it asks you to focus on. So, you know, it really rewards a versatile hero like Storm who can pivot into being more threat focused by flipping to Hurricane more, or being more damage focused who can flip to, or health focused and flip to Blizzard more, and play Flash Freeze more and prioritize getting the Garden out more. So I like how my Gauntlet sort of spans these. If you imagine a triangle where every scenario, you know, you're trying to get high marks in damage, high marks in threat, and high marks in health management. We've got a scenario that pushes really far in each of the 3 directions. So the average scenario, which falls somewhere in the middle of all 3, hopefully you can adapt to that pretty well if you're able to take on all of these scenarios. It's not the most difficult suite of scenarios. If you really thought your deck was at a high level, you could make a Gauntlet out of Magneto, Venom Goblin, Ronin, maybe pick someone a bit easier and play on Heroic, go like Taskmaster Heroic or something. But I think this is a good middle ground. I anticipate building fun, more theme combo-based decks in the future where they'll at least have a chance against this Gauntlet because it's not like the most difficult scenarios ever. So hope you enjoyed checking that out. Thanks for watching it if you made all this way, or if you wanted to skip to the Juggernaut video. But I appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.